Welcome to How to Use LinkedIn to Increase Your Restaurant and Hospitality Business, brought to you by EMRG Media, New York City Venue Guide, and Rick I, the LinkedIn Guy. Why should you want to bother with LinkedIn? Well, for starters, there's 120 million reasons. That's the number of people that are currently on LinkedIn. That number is growing daily to the tune of every new user. There's a new user on LinkedIn every second, which averages out to about 1 million users per week. But you might say, so what? Facebook has almost 700 million. Twitter has about 300 million. But look at these demographics. The average adjusted household income on LinkedIn is $109,000. 45% of the people on LinkedIn are either decision makers or influencers. Takes those two elements and combine them, and you have people with money who make decisions. That is a very powerful demographic to target. In addition, executives from every Fortune 500 company are represented on LinkedIn. There are over 2 million company pages on LinkedIn, of which 55,000 plus are in the greater New York City area. And that is a lot of companies to target. And interestingly enough, on LinkedIn, you can not only target the companies, but the people that work inside of the companies that will help you go right to the decision makers and the influencers. The fact of the matter is that only about 5% of the people who are on LinkedIn have any clue what to do with LinkedIn and how to monetize it. And as Eric Qualman says in this quote, we really don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it. So the fact is, there's a big advantage to those people who learn how to capitalize on LinkedIn. So in this video, you will learn some advanced techniques to grow your restaurant and hospitality business tremendously here in New York City. So let's do some specific examples. Let's say you're a steakhouse in the Midtown area of Manhattan with a private party room, and you want to increase your business. LinkedIn can definitely help you do that. So the first thing you have to do is, if you're the owner or the manager, is determine who your target market is. After you do some investigation, what you determine is that you want to go after C-level executives, lawyers, and bankers. So once you have this target market identified, then you can go on LinkedIn and do some searches. So let's go do just this. So here we are on our home company page, and what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the top right where there's people search, and you're going to click on the advanced tab. So here we are on the advanced tab, and what we're going to do is there are some filters in here. We can search by seniority levels. So we're going to identify the CXO people, VPs, directors, partners, and owners. All of them here within the following zip code here in the Manhattan area. And let's do it within 10-mile radius. And then what we do is we click on search, and we have almost 421,000 people that result from that. Now, what's interesting is these people have been identified, but more importantly, you can find who the common connections are among those people. And once you find those connections with whom you already have a connection, you can proceed to request an introduction to those people. And that is very powerful once you do that. And that's because a personal introduction will beat a cold call any day of the week. So let's narrow it down, and what we want to do perhaps is now look for a lawyer. Again, everything else is the same, but we are going to narrow the searches. And you can see now we have 1,377 results that are lawyers within a 10-mile radius of the 122 zip code. The same principle applies. You can use through the shared connections, find out who they are, and proceed to request a meeting or an introduction with those individuals through a mutual connection. And lastly, if you wanted to do the same thing for banker, you just type in banker and then you have another 1,800 results. So these are some very targeted searches, and not only are they targeted because you can identify the people, but remember, the fact that you have some connections that can introduce you to those people is very, very useful. All right, so here are the keys to success. Once you have done your targeting, your identification, you can have someone dedicated to doing this process. Assign it to someone in-house, either an event planner or a marketing assistant. You may even hire an intern to do the research and put this together. Set a goal of 10, 20, or 50 invitations per day, and then watch your business explode. All right, so now let's go to another example. Let's say you have a restaurant with a private party space, and what you want is you want more corporate events, private parties, etc. So this time, what we're going to do is determine that the target market are people who are in the advertising, fashion, and or TV, radio industries. Once again, what we'll do is we're going to head over to LinkedIn, do some searches for these particular individuals who are working in these industries. So here we are back to our advanced people search on LinkedIn. And now what we're going to do is we are going to type in the fashion keyword, and we still have the same zip code within 10-mile radius. You can put any zip code that you want over here, and you can search with as close to 10 miles of that zip code. So what we'll do is we'll click on search and find out how many people we have. We have 15,000 people who are in the fashion industry. You can do TV. Same thing. Got another 11,000. Radio. Another 8,000. So you can see there are thousands of people that qualify. And remember, you're not just compiling lists. What you are is you are compiling targeted individuals that you can get introductions to so that you can start building the relationships with them. Once again, let's go to the keys to success doing this. What you'll want to do is you want to throw a corporate event or planning party. And with that, make an invitation. Use the target list that you just created. You can also include your own in-house list. And then call, mail, or email an invitation, inviting them to a Monday or a Tuesday night, one of your slower nights. Meet and greet, collect cards, and then watch the money roll in. It's very, very easy and very powerful when you know what you're doing. That's it for this video. We hope that you have enjoyed it and gotten some useful information. Be on the lookout for future videos coming from us. In the meantime, enjoy an extraordinary day.